Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. This is Pretenders or Contenders, starring the man with the plan and the place to be. I don't know if you went to John Jay University or not, but we got Coach Devon Powell rocking us, taking us through the PG County sports scene the only way he can, the only way he do. So with that being said, Coach Powell, talk to me, baby. How you feeling?
What's going on, man? How you feeling tonight?
I'm good, baby. I got this ugly color blue on my TV
Am I
screen
delayed?
because I think I'm delayed. You good? Just keep going.
Okay. All right, yeah, but ain't no ugly color blue on here. You know, this is the greatest blue of all times. We're actually playing right now, so that shows you how dedicated I am to the show. That I'm missing my Blue Devils continue their undefeated run in ACC play right now, being on the show. So it's called dedication.
We're playing Louisville, Coach.
I feel like I'm late. I'm a little off, man.
You are, but it's okay, man. We'll figure it out. All right, let me do this. Hold on.
All right.
I'm gonna hop out and hop back in.
All right, man. Welcome back today.
I'm gonna hop out and hop back in and see if I can get us back on schedule.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. Seemed like there was a little delay coming across, but welcome back, and I appreciate everybody joining us again. We got a great show lined up tonight, as always. And there go my co-host, Midnight Rider. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we good. We good.
Okay, yeah. Yep, we good now. All right, sorry about that, everybody. But, like I was saying, we got a great show lined up again for you guys here on Pretenders or Contenders Coaches Show. I'm your host, Coach Devon Powell, Law High School head football coach, assistant basketball coach. We got the man with the master plan sitting next to me, the guy that's the hardest working man in podcast land. We call him Midnight Rider. And
yes,
then
sir.
We got on the show. Hey, man, look, like I said, I've been in the house all day because of the snow. No practice today. Didn't have to leave out except to go out there and break my back, picking up some heavy ice snow. And I just found out earlier that all my games are canceled this week, man. So it's going to be a restful week for myself.
Nah. I think tomorrow I do the back breaking shoveling because I gotta try to get out by Wednesday. But I know for a fact, like the way they plowed the snow today, they blocked off one of the side streets. So, yeah, I'm calling the boss right now. I'm like, hey, we can't make this happen. So, I'm gonna be tied up at least until tomorrow.
Gotcha. Well, you work so hard, man. You need a little break anyway. So
I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, we got, like I said, we got a great show lined up. We're gonna go ahead and bring in our first guest of the night, Coach Edward Allen, head wrestling coach from Frederick Douglass High School down in Upper Marlboro off of Croon Road. What's going on, Coach?
Hey, not much, fellas. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you all. Thank you much.
Can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You good, Coach? You good?
Okay. Yeah, you're good. Yep.
Hey, what you do on the weekends? Like you do love talking slow jams on Saturday nights? What we got going on, Coach?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Once I get retired from wrestling, I think I'm gonna go into it a little bit, do some voiceovers.
All right, that's what's up, man. Go ahead, Coach.
Yo, look, just remember us on the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network, man. Once we start doing these commercials, we can bring you on in here.
Absolutely. I'll give you some shout outs.
All right, man. So, go ahead and tell us about yourself, Coach, how you got into wrestling, man, and and what you got going down there on Croom Road.
Yeah, so I got into wrestling kind of, I would say, a non-traditional route. So I never wrestled. I'm from Prince George's County. I graduated from Central High School many years ago. Played football, ran track and field. The way I came across wrestling is I have two sons. I have 24 and 22 right now. When they were younger, they were 5 and 7 years old. They played football for Boys and Girls Club. And after the fall season, I wanted something else for them to do. They were a little small for basketball at the time, so I came across a wrestling flyer. We joined a team. I really enjoyed the sport, and from there, the person that was running the program at the time, her son was going to high school, so she let me rotate it for you. So they need somebody else to take over the program, threw my name in the hat, and I just kind of took over from there. So I was doing the Boys and Girls Club for the last 16 years or 15 years. And then this year now, I actually started my own club and with a couple of us other coaches. And
So
I've been at Frederick Douglass. I've been there. This is my 7th year as a high school head coach.
okay, so Coach, tell me this, because I like wrestling, but of course the wrestling I pay attention to has three letters, WWE.
Yeah, got you. Yeah.
So, but I also understand the whole Greco-Roman nomenclature and thing. So here's what I want to ask you, in a long, circuitous way. How do you prepare your lineups week in and week out when you guys wrestle? Like, I know guys got to make weight and things of that nature, but like, what's the strategy behind that?
So a lot of times, I would say a little bit unfortunately with Prince George's County, like you don't have a lot of competition within your lineups. So oftentimes it's whoever's going to kind of make weight. For my program, I've me and my coaches, we built it to the point where we have 31 wrestlers this year. Last year we had about 45, so we did have an opportunity to have some competition. You do some wrestle off to kind of see like who's going to take that spot for that year. I mean for that match. Um, this year's a little bit different. So I have a varsity lineup. Building my team a little bit differently. I also expanded to a JV program, and we also have girls. So with that, what tends to happen is because we're doing 3 programs within one, we tend to give up some points a little bit on the co-ed side in order
Okay.
for my other wrestlers to get competition as well. So I'm gonna just rotate my phone because it kind of rotates me a bit, but
No, you good, man. You good. You good. So the other question I want to ask you is, like, being in PG, you talked about, um like, do you have feeder programs or people that send you people to wrestle, or are you always starting brand new?
yeah, so that's one of the biggest challenges I would say with Prince George's County is that you don't have a lot of feeder programs. You have a couple of programs like Glenarden has a feeder program. I think they go in the Flowers. Up in Marlboro, that was a program that I was a part of. Went into Gwen Park and Wise. I rarely get any of those kids from Douglas just based on the zoning. So this year I started a program, PG Combat Club. It's not so much to feed into any specific school, but it's to give kids an opportunity to wrestle in the off season as well. But for the most part, I would say with most of the high schools, they're starting from scratch every single year. So you're fortunate if you can get 1 or 2 kids that have wrestled in the you know what I mean, in the youth league.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, that's one of the issues. And again, that's the reason I started a club to just really kind of expand that grassroots and to build that, to be able to, to be competitive against other counties, other regions.
Okay. Real quick, couple comments. Coach Mark says, hell of an intro. You know what it is, Coach Mark. Um, Coach Mook, what's up, fellas? Been a minute. Yes, sir. It's been a minute, Coach. You slacking. If Coach Powell was here, he'd probably fire you and then rehire you in the minutes that just happened. MFVA Sports, All Sports Network. What's up? What's up, my man? Let us know where you at this week. Probably won't be anywhere because of this snow. It's been crazy and treacherous. Coach Jerome says, "What's up, y'all?" Matty Ice from our show Drive Time at 5:00 said they got 15 inches of snow here in Ohio. Coach Mark comes back saying, "We tired, boss," and then he says, "She's 7 years already."
Yeah, it's
Crazy,
crazy.
man.
Yeah,
So
I took over right when 2019. So
okay,
right before COVID, you know what I mean? We had a little bit of success, COVID hit, and then it's definitely kind of restarting from there. I say the same thing, 7 years is crazy.
hold up. Here we go. What's this? Man, I want to invite you to our county tournament. Hit me when you get all right, I got you,
Mhm.
baby.
Yeah.
And Coach Malik laughs. And then who's this? Shimzu David said, appreciate you providing opportunity outside the norm. Of course, man. That's the whole point of this show is we want to give coaches and people opportunities to shine and let things know, let people be known of what's going on in this area. We got a great community of high school athletes, and I'm gonna say it that way. We're not worried about basketball only. We do basketball. You're the third wrestling coach I think we've had. We've had like two track coaches. We did the young ladies flag football league. We had one of their coaches on. We had the Wise special teams coach, Coach Mitchell on. Like we here to support everybody, and if it doesn't come across that way, then we are failing you as a show. And hopefully that doesn't happen because we don't believe in failing. We don't believe in us, if that's what you want to say. Coach, I appreciate your time and I appreciate you doing this. Give me something that you got coming up soon. I know your camera flip. You good?
Yeah, I'm flipping back. Yeah.
Yeah. What you got coming up in terms of wrestling and the program?
Yeah, so what we had this week, unfortunately, the snow was canceling it. We actually had an event on Wednesday. It was going to be a dynamic event where our co-ed team was actually going to be competing against Bowie High School.
Okay.
And we also were going to have a girls duel going at the same time. So we're going to be in the same in the main gym on two mats. We'll be going against Northeast High School. Hopefully, we'll be able to reschedule that. If not, you know what I mean. We'll just we just gonna have to eat it for this year. And then we also had our girls competing at Queen Anne's High School this weekend. Not sure if that's going to happen. Something I'm super excited about is next Saturday is our senior day. So we go against Friendly High School. We do a big show for our seniors. So we'll compete against them, and also have some exhibition matches with our guys.
So I know the guy in the picture that just popped on, he's going to ask the question, and I'll ask it for him because I know what it's going to be. Is
Okay.
tell us about some of your athletes that you want to like give a little shine to, and where the program's going.
Oh man, so I have a couple of them. I'm debating if I'm gonna have to send them my cash app, so they got a cash app me to for me to shout them out. But no, but on my boys varsity side, I have a couple of seniors that are dynamic. Braylon Pippins, my 138 pounder. He made it to states last year. He's won a couple of tournaments. This is third year wrestling, so I expect him to make it to states again, and just hopefully he can place this year. 157 pounder Gerald Carter. That's our leader. You know what I mean? He's the heartbeat of our team. He's been wrestling for 4 years now. He just missed out on states last year, so try and give him the states. And then on my girls' side, have an amazing young lady at 115 pounds, Lizzie Galvez. She's one of the hardest workers in the room. She's a sophomore, doing big things. And I have a girl at 170, Amir Butler. She placed fifth in states last year at 190 pounds, so she decided to drop down a little bit. So she's at 170 this year. So again, those are actually my captains, and I have a couple of JV kids too that's coming up. Elijah Kingsland and Andres Myrick.
Okay, all right, good to hear. Good to hear. What are some of your
All
successes?
right, guys. Can you hear me?
Season? I can hear you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead, Coach.
All right, cool. Just making sure I was back. I don't know what was going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you can repeat the
Before
question. Oh.
No, you
one of the
good,
things
Coach.
I was going to ask you about was I know you run a youth organization as well. Speak a little bit on that, your youth program, and how it helps the younger athletes get into wrestling at the high school level.
Yeah, so the club that me and a couple of my guys started up this year is called Prince George's County Combat Club. So we're running out of Forestville. We go from 4 years old all the way through eighth grade for the winter season. They run the same time as the high school winter program. And then what we're going to do in the spring is we're going to offer a high school program. So kids that want to, I know Coach Tooley talked about a couple weeks ago, for athletes that want to continue wrestling, they can. Um, so what we do, I mean, I just feel like, again, I've been doing this for 16 years now. Working with the little kids, it allows me to bring that coaching style and the teaching to the high school level. You know what I mean? So we always say if we can teach a 4 year old, we can teach a 14-year old, and it just helps us to eliminate a lot of the wasted repetitions. But again, my biggest one of my biggest goals is to be an ambassador for wrestling in the county for girls and for youth. Um, with our club, we're part of, and I don't think most of the county coaches know it, but we're part of the Prince George's County Youth Wrestling League, which started this year as well. So there's 5 programs: PG Combat Club, Marlboro Boys and Girls Club, Glenarden, Rush, and Laurel. So those are really the only clubs right now that are in Prince George's County. So my goal is to be that gap between the youth league as well as the high school. So I'm also on the coaching board, Prince George's County coaching board for coaching association for our high school. So I'm gonna eventually link these two associations together and really, get everything, growing in the county.
Cool. That's good. That's a good thing to hear, Coach.
Yeah.
In terms of just like, what do you want this to grow into? Because you're 7 years in at Douglas. Like, where do you see this going next for you as a coach and doing this? Like, what do you want to reap from this? That's the better way to say it.
Yeah. So for me, from specifically for Frederick Douglass, I feel like I've accomplished probably 95% of my goals, right? So when I
Okay.
started out, we maybe had like 15 kids, grew the program to as many as 45 last year. And now what we did this past year is really broke it out into a girls program, a JV program, and a varsity program, right? So just like with football, you need the JV program to be able to develop those kids so they can move into the varsity. What happens a lot of
Mhm.
times with wrestling in the county is that you have these tremendous kids and these amazing athletes, but they haven't wrestled before. So now
Right.
you have ninth graders that's coming in 14 years old, and because you need to fill a space in a lineup, they have to go against 17, 18-year olds. They have a horrible experience and they never come back, right? So what I want to see in the county level, at the high school level, is really for us to promote a junior wrestling, junior varsity, um, division.
Hmm.
So the kids have an opportunity to develop and grow, and then they can move into those varsity programs. That's the main thing that we're lacking from the high school side, and then from the youth league side, I'm kind of doing that, starting up the clubs. Want to go around and show some other individuals how to start up clubs right and do it the right way. And I mean that's the biggest thing that we need in order for us to be competitive with other counties and in the regions. I mean, we do it with football and basketball and other sports, so it's really no different. We just have to, I mean, we just got to build it.
No, that sounds great and amazing. And it's funny you even said like when the kid comes out, they have their first experience and it's a terrible experience because a couple weeks ago we had a coach on, I can't think of his last name, but he was talking about how he didn't win a match his first year wrestling. And then I told him about perseverance and um fighting through adversity. And I think wrestling is one of those sports where, he's what did he say? He said something about your whole team can win, but individually you failed because you lost your match. And,
Yes.
and that's the difference in wrestling than any other sport is you can lose, but your team can still win. Um, what are your thoughts on something like that?
Yeah, I mean, as a coach, it's all about you trying to find that silver lining for the kid. I'm big on finding out, a wrestler's why, like why are they doing this, and helping them to define that. Oftentimes, we start out telling them like, hey, you're probably not going to win a lot of matches, especially against better competition. So we have to find out, why are you here? And my background is in project and program management, and I also do like system assessments. So I kind of take the opportunity to look at each wrestler as a project. So when they come in their freshman year, where should they be? Within their time in high school, and you just have to be patient with them. Sometimes you have to be that motivation for them. You know what I mean? For them to stick around. And again, it's just coaches just have to be patient. You know what I mean? You have to be patient with them. Like if you have a kid that's coming out that's trying wrestling for the very first time, you have to really temper and lower your expectations because a kid that goes on that wrestling mat, like to equate to football, you have to be the offense, defense, and special teams.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you have to be it all. So to go out there and have higher expectations than what's realistic, you just kind of mess up a kid's experience.
Go ahead, Coach.
All right, can y'all guys hear me? All right, couple comments in this section. We got Kelsey Miller saying EA is the best in the game. Prince of PG Wrestling. I got Carson at the MFE All Sports Network with the draw for sports like football and basketball. What do you do to get them interested in wrestling?
Okay, so for me, what we do specifically, like a few years ago, I went out and I helped out on a football team as JV football player, JV football coach. The reality is, like, even as that coach, I got a couple of kids, maybe like 2 or 3 kids from there. So what we started doing is around the end of September, beginning of October. It's about 6 weeks out from the beginning of our season. What we do is we just have open conditioning, right? And I'll go around the school because I'm not in the school system, but I'll post flyers. A lot of my other kids will start recruiting, but we really don't even focus on wrestling, right? What I tell the kids is just come out and I'm serious about this. I just want kids to be healthy, right? So come work out, and then we go from there. Like I tell them, I honestly don't want you to wrestle. I don't want you to have the expectation of wrestling because I don't know what they're going to be like on the wrestling mat. But if you can just come out and work out and get in shape, what I mean, then we can have that conversation. And a lot of times I just make that barrier to entry really low. And a lot of kids, I don't want to say they buy into it, you know what I mean? But that's the reality. You know what I mean? Like I just want them to be healthy and then we go from there. So it's like, again, just kind of lowering the expectation, and yeah. Yeah, if you do that, I mean, because the reality is, if you go to somebody like if I go to you, coach, like, hey, you want to wrestle? You're gonna look at me like you crazy, like I'm crazy, right? So, like you just, but hey, do you want to, can I help you get in shape? Can I be your accountability partner? Would you like somebody to coach you through those things? And you do that, and most of the kids gonna say yes.
Nah, that makes sense, Coach. A couple other comments real quick. Coach Mark says Northeast and Bowie. Ooh, that's fire.
I was trying, Marcus. I was trying.
What we got here? P's about to be fired for his connection.
Don't read none. Don't read none of those ignorant comments.
I'm saying, look, yes, sir. Nah, facts, yes, sir.
Nah, so it's the ice. It's the ice. It's not you, coach. I got you.
That's all I'm gonna be. All I'm gonna be fired. Don't worry about
it. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, coach.
Yep, they all getting fired on the day off.
What else you got, coach? Talk to me.
All right, man. Coach, I appreciate you coming on, man, and I'm sorry for the connection issues, man. So, good luck the rest of the season, Coach. I tell everybody, good luck until you come against our Spartans if you have to come against them. And my guy, Coach Marcus, and them. So, but good luck with regionals coming up and states and stuff, man. And hopefully you guys and girls are ready to rock and roll, man. And I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all promoting wrestling. It definitely means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Coach. Thank you for coming on, man.
All right.
Thanks for answering our questions. You gave us some great information, man. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that. All of that. Even though Coach's Wi-Fi sucks right now. All
It's all
good.
right. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All
You
right, that
good,
was
Coach?
Coach
There you
Edward
go.
Allen, head wrestling coach at Frederick Douglass High School. I appreciate him joining us tonight on the show. We're gonna keep on moving. We're gonna bring in my guy. Where's he at?
There you
My
go.
guy, Keaton Gant, number 11, linebacker at Law High School. What's going on, man?
I can't hear you, coach.
Keaton, can you hear me, Coach? Can you hear me?
I'm gonna leave.
All right, he hopped out. All right, let's try to get him back in. To get a better connection.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know. Yeah, can you
hey
hear
man,
what? Can you hear me?
we
Can you
good.
hear
We
me
good.
now?
I can hear you. I can hear you. You on time. So, but I'll let
Okay.
you know if something happens. We can't. I can't hear you. I'll give you a signal. All right. Let's see. Let's try this. Oh. You and I did the same thing at the same time. Go ahead. You do it. There you go.
I can hear you, coach. I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
All
Yeah,
right.
we can hear you,
We
Mr.
got our
Grant.
guy Keaton Gant, senior linebacker, Law High School. What's going on, man?
What's up, coach? Chilling. Ready to go to college.
So
Like I said,
go ahead.
like I, s- I
You
was
good,
saying,
Yes,
Coach?
like
sir.
I said last week, during the season, man, I don't know, man.
We can hear you, Coach. Don't. Oh, he logged out. All right. What's up, Mr. Gant? How you doing, man?
Hey,
Um, you don't know me, but I've been at a bunch of y'all games. Um, you make things happen, sir. So what I want you to talk to me about real quick is your experience. This is your senior year. What's your experience been like as a senior? Recruiting
uh,
wise and everything.
one thing I could really say is my senior season taught me a lot. Um, that's pretty like working hard, team chemistry. That means a lot. But one thing that I can say that I messed up on was like my recruiting process. I started like extra late. I started like after the season, even though
Wow.
that like I'm in a good position now, but like looking at it now, like everybody that's getting like bigger offers and that's really going out there. I feel like if I would have started before, I could have really been in that type of category. But I mean, it is what it is. But I am in a great position right now towards college and committing right now. And just on the football field, working hard. I've been with Laurel since my ninth grade year, and it been a good experience for me. Man, with Coach Powell, of course, he came to pick me up when I was playing youth football. He came down there, told me to come and play football, and then just built a family from there.
One of the
So
worst
so
decisions of my life. I should have left him right where he was at, Midnight Ride. I shouldn't have picked him
I
up and
can't
brought him
hear
nowhere.
he said he should have left you where you were because
him.
it's the worst decisions he ever made. Um, so for real, let's your experience at Laurel this season, like how did it go for you? Like what you thought it was going to be and what it actually became. Talk to me about that.
So this our 7-on-7 season before like everything really started rock and roll. I tore my meniscus, and like, but with my 10th grade year, yeah, my 10th grade year, I tore my ACL. So like the start of the season, like workouts and everything was good. I tore my meniscus, and I thought like it was done like after that. But then I went to the doctor. They told me it was like a little repair. Came back in 2 weeks, and like everything just went from there. We had a. It was like it started off rocky. I wasn't really like moving high when I was scared on my knee, but then like after hearing my coaches, like Coach Powell, Coach Jack, my coach Moot, all of my Coach CJ telling me like I need to start like really like worrying about stop being afraid. Just go do what you gotta do. As them telling me that, I got to that point where it's like all right, like I didn't even start this recruiting stuff. So it's like I have to do something to put my name out there. So then, like, started getting the hang of it, starting to get my knee back, going to therapy, and then going to Miss Murray, athletic trainer, doing all that got me to where I am right now. And at the end of the season, it started getting better, even though we did lose the first round of the playoffs, which we shouldn't have. But I mean, it's just all a learning process. I got bigger things that I need to worry about. And now I'm more like to a bigger route right now.
All right, so here's my next question for you is what schools are you looking at and why are you looking at them?
Uh, Really, it been a couple schools like Arkansas Baptist, Judson U, Hudson Valley, what other schools? Chestnut Hill, New England. I think that's a D2 school. Really,
Mm-hmm.
right now, my biggest choice is Hudson Valley. One, I don't really like going like far, but like I just came from a visit from them 2 days ago. Yeah, I just went down New York, Troy, New York for a visit. Everything was cool. Coaches talked to me, and then I like Coach Powell. Them they know the coaches down there, and they just like it seems like a good environment. I've seen some of the players. I talked to the players. We were just like just chopping it up, and then they just saying they forward to seeing me. You know, what you call them this upcoming season and stuff like that to play for them and stuff.
So as an athlete, do you have other players like that you watch on a professional level? And if so, who's like your guy in the NFL that you rock with?
Really. Probably Fred Warner. That's my guy. I like how he plays.
Yes, sir.
That's my
I'm
guy.
sorry. I'm
And
a big Warner guy.
yeah, that's my guy. That's like one player that I actually would sit there and like watch and like actually like try to take notes from and stuff like that.
All right.
That's one.
So you know where he went to school?
I forgot where you went to school, but I know I've been watching for a little minute.
That's a setup question, dog. Nah, he went to BYU, I think, if memory serves me correctly. But nah, I like the fact that you picked a guy at your position to be somebody that you look up to or you look at because some cats will pick players in other spaces and they don't operate in the same space that
Mm,
you operate in. So I like that about you, man. Um,
appreciate the coach.
no problem, man. Um, what else? Let me ask it this way. Um, being at Laurel, what's the one thing that you learned from Coach Powell? Um, even though he didn't want to pick you up 4 years ago, but he did. You know, like what did you learn from him in the process?
And you better pick a
uh,
good one.
Pretty much just like Coach Powell's the type of coach like. He just wants you to work hard. Like one thing I
Mm-hmm.
learned about Coach Powell: win, lose, or draw. Like lose with 100%, win with 100%, draw with 100%, 150%. Like going out there and just playing 50% and losing, which we did some games in the season. It wasn't a good look. And losing the teams that we know we were better than, that we could beat. It's like really just like play through your game. Like even if you lose, you still gonna be looked at. We still gonna be up there. Even though we've still finished the season with a cool record. But that's one thing like I can say about Coach Pat that I learned.
Go ahead, Coach.
No, I was just gonna say he better pick a good
I can't
lesson to
hear
learn.
He said you better
Can you
pick
hear
a
me,
good
man?
thing that you learn from him, because if not, we got problems. So
that's a good
so
Right.
so Keaton, real quick, before we get you out of here, like what's going to be the thing that makes you decide on a school? Like, what do you want from a school? Because I've heard coach say this many times: go places where the coaches want you, not where you want them.
um on that I could really say well the school that I'm choosing to go to, they want me. They've been hitting my phone like
Okay,
they want me. They want me. For
all
sure they
right,
want me.
cool, cool. And then what's your like what do you want to get out of playing football from here on out?
But I want to get out of the game. Really,
Yeah.
like, it's really nothing to. I love the game too much. I want to make it far. I want to be big in life.
Okay. All right. Couple comments.
Well, hold midnight.
Go ahead.
Keaton, can you hear me?
What do you say? I can't hear.
He said, "Can you hear?"
Uh-uh.
We've had this connection issue. Real quick, I'm gonna hit a couple comments. Let's see.
Here
Mook
go
said,
Coach
"Whatever."
B.
Yes, sir. And then P's lost connection to the server like Madden and NCAA.
They all gonna be fired. They laughing now, but they all gonna be fired.
Peace to you,
Um,
Coach.
oh, Coach sent me a note. He said, give a shout out. Oh, actually, hold on. Coach Monty said, proud of you, my boy. Nothing but love. And then Coach Powell asked me to ask you to give some shout outs to some of your bigger supporters, some of the people that have been there for you in the process of you becoming this man that you are growing into.
My biggest supporter that been there from me start, my mom. And then right after that, like really my coaches, because they the ones who got me to this point, especially Coach Powell. He's been there from the start. And that's really my siblings, my grandparents. That's really it. My circle.
Okay. Are your grandparents here with us on Earth or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have to ask you that way because I know people that
I
are.
understand.
Yeah, all right, I appreciate that, man. I didn't want to be insensitive to your
That's good.
situation.
I understand.
Um, before we get you out of here, um, what's the one thing that you like about being at Laurel?
One thing I like about being like, are you saying like as I'm leaving? Like,
Yeah,
what's one
as
thing
you
I'm
leaving,
missing?
like you walking out the door, what's something that just is going to stick with you? You're gonna
Uh,
be you're gonna be a parent one day, and you're gonna tell your son, "Hey, your dad did this." Like one of those type of
yeah,
moments.
like just the team. I'm gonna miss Laura, but like being a family with the
Okay.
team, us like even though like we lost, sometimes we had bad practices. Like we all still was a family. We all like that's what I'm gonna miss, and I'm gonna definitely miss all my coaches.
Even though coach fires them every week.
Damn right.
From that last Blake
Daggone
game,
right.
what motivation are you going to take with you for college ball? That's a coach from MF All Sport Network.
I know what that is. Oh, that game made me mad. Uh, really, just play to the whistle.
Okay.
I'll just make sure I always play to the whistle and make sure that one thing that Coach Powell actually told the whole team was do your job and stop being Superman and everything would
Mhm.
just fall in.
That's great stuff, man. That's great. Anything else you want to get out before we get you out of here?
Uh, everybody that's upcoming, class of 2027, class of 2028. The
Uh-oh.
Did we
Might look
lose
like
him?
we lost him for a second now. Um, Coach, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. All right. So just
I don't know why he couldn't hear me, but
now I've
um,
had that issue a couple times where a guest couldn't hear the other person in the chat. So just why don't you talk about the young man that we just had on, um, the impression he made on you?
so the play. Some of the players will tell you that they don't understand um, why I got the connection to that fool like I like I did. But
yeah,
he's one of those guys, man. That Keaton is just one of those guys that just grows on you. He wants to be good. He wants to be great. Um, he has some setbacks with some the injuries or whatever. But he's just one of those guys that you just root for. He might talk a whole damn lot, and I had to limit him to one question a day because he used to ask me too many daggone questions. But you know that's my boy, man, and you know he had to face that adversity with his knee, and he just he didn't give up. He kept coming back, and you know that's just my guy, man. So he's one of those players that just grow on you, man, and me and him are locked in for life. He called me pops, so I call him my adopted son. Um, I don't know why I put that title on him, but God dang it. Nah, that's my guy. I love him to death.
Love you too,
Not
coach.
one of the things that I love about doing this show with Coach and being an old coach, is the relationships that we have and we develop with these young men, as they come through our doors. Um, I got a message probably a couple days ago from a kid that I coached in 8th grade, and he was like, "Coach, watch my game." You know what I'm saying? At 6 p.m. and I couldn't watch it because I was in traffic. But that's the type of thing that we do is when we get kids that I always tell my kids that if I don't talk to you, then we got a problem. But if I yell at you and I'm always on your case, I believe and I see something in you.
Yeah, I got cursed out every day.
There you go.
Hey, see, they don't understand. That's how I show my love. If I'm not cussing you out, then I don't care nothing about you. That's how it is. Just like I'm gonna cuss all my coaches out for talking trash in the comments. Hold a couple more comments, then we're gonna move on to our next guest. Coach Mook said his phone died. I told y'all he's special.
But not
Jerome
like I was saying,
Manganiano.
coach. Well, for the question you had asked me, but like I was saying, for the classes behind me, like 27, all those classes, don't like go in there, work hard, listen to your coaches. It will help you, and it will teach you a lot. And then don't start your recruiting process late. Don't do it at all.
Well, I look forward
All
to
right.
it, man. You rock the number 11. It's a number that I love. So yeah, man. Just wherever you go, just keep us in mind. Make sure you reach out, and we good
That's
because
good.
you got support for sure, man.
That's coach. Appreciate that.
Uh
Coach Imani said she coming to the school with girl repellent.
oh.
He don't need no girl repellent because he in love. So I ain't gonna get into that. Yeah, he a lover boy right now. All right, Keaton, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. And I'll be talking to you soon, man.
Of
And
course.
I ain't gonna say somebody told me you was nervous on here, but that's okay. All right, man. Have a good
All right,
evening,
sweet.
man.
Thank you.
We
All
be
right,
in
love you,
touch.
coach.
All right, man.
All right,
Take
love
it
you
easy,
too,
bro.
boy.
All right, coach.
All right, that's Keaton Gant, senior linebacker, Law High School, man, and like I said, one of my guys, man, and love him to death. Love him to death. We're gonna move on and bring in our next guest. Hold on, wrong one. Yeah. We got our
Oh my
guy.
gosh, you got a shirt on. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my
Our
god.
guy, Mr. Josh Walker, host
What's
of
up,
the
Coach?
highly opinionated coaches show. Podcast show. What's going on, man?
What's up, Coach, man? It's a pleasure to be here, man. I was watching the show before I came on, man. I love your relationship with Mr. Gant, your former player. Good luck to him and his college decisions. And hopefully I'll be watching him at some point in time, man. Good luck to him.
What's up, Josh?
Appreciate that, man.
I'm sorry. What's going on? The hardest working man in the game. What's up, Midnight Rider? How you doing, sir?
See, I ain't the
That's
only
what
one
I'm
to
saying.
think that. I
Hey,
ain't
man,
the
I
only
just
one
try to
to
make
think
things
that.
happen.
I hear that. Everything good, fellas, man. I appreciate y'all having me on the show tonight.
Yeah, I love that shirt. Oh God, I might do. You gotta hook me up on that.
Yeah, I got you. I'll talk to you, brother. I'll
Yeah,
talk to
off
you
here,
about it.
of course.
Shout out to Kobe Bryant. I got you. Shout out to Kobe Bryant, 6-year anniversary of his death, man. So shout out to everybody that died on that airplane that day. Tragic day. Had to rep for my guy. So.
Nah, I got an 824 shirt. So
Okay.
you know it's always real when it comes to that guy.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Coach.
All right,
I'm sorry.
No, you good. No, you appreciate the brother joining us today, man, and just let the people know, Josh, what's going on, man, and tell us all about your show.
So I have a sports show inspired by a lot of people, including the two guys you see on the screen, Midnight Rider, Coach Powell. My sports show that I have is called Highly Opinionated. We are 60. Our 69th episode comes out this week. The guest that we have on this week is a guy that actually works on this network, contributes to this network, I should say. My guy, the correspondent, shout out to Keith. We actually shot that interview today, so we look forward to you guys watching that this week. But Highly Opinionated is a sports show for everyone. It's a sports show for Black people, white people, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, you name it. We're for everyone. It's a safe space to come give your opinion, your sports opinions. It's a safe space to come give your story. Everyone has a story, and I feel like Highly Opinionated, we like to spotlight the stories that that everyone has, including the gentleman that you have including the gentleman that's on the screen now. I've been on episode 51. I had Coach Powell on episode 59. So forever grateful for you guys, coming on Highly Opinionated, giving us a chance, giving us validation. And all we want to be is just the best sports show out, point blank, period. We've had professional athletes. No, we want the first spot. We don't understand nothing but first. We've had athletes on, we've had coaches on, we've had podcast hosts on. You feel me? You name it, we've had it on. So coming for the number one spot. We're not trying to offend nobody, but again, I don't understand nothing but number one. So
Yeah, I don't know about your beginning. So like what made you start this? I know you worked with guys, but like what got you motivated to do a sports show?
I would say the friends that I had growing up, like very influential, like especially on my sports journey and my sports life, I should say. So it all started in a friend's house. We started debating about this, started debating about that. And then you move on to you meet new people. So I met Lee Ice, started doing the show with him, a great friend of mine. I worked on his show, Jeff. He has a show called the Let It Ride podcast. I worked with those two gentlemen, Lee Ice and Jeff, on their respective shows. Lee Ice show was all in sports. I worked with him for a year, worked with Jeff for a year. And then, when you work with when you're working with others, you start having ideas about doing your own thing. So the main thing for me was coming up with a name, and I had to fit a name that fit me. And I would run the name by certain people that I trust. Like, I'm thinking about doing a sports show. You think about Highly Opinionated. It was like, yo, that fits you well. You feel me? So it goes from the name of the show to now who you want to work with. And you guys have amazing people at the Sideline Junkie Podcast Network. I'm privy to it. I watch majority, if not all, you guys' show, from Contenders to Pretenders to the Sunday Rise to Unapologetic Sports to In the Passenger Seat, just to name a few shows. So I try to stay locked in. But for me, doing shows with Lee Ice and working with Jeff, I wanted to, have a show that I could do on my own and, show my talents and show the talents of the people that I know. And I work with the best people in the game. I work with Tim. Love that brother. Tim is the best co-host in the game. I work with JG. Absolutely love him as well. The best co-host in the game. And the gentleman that makes our show what it is our producer, editor Ross. Without him, Highly Opinionated would just be me on the screen just shouting. Ross makes us look good, makes us look good in each and every way. So I'm grateful for the people that I work with, and we look forward to keep growing, man.
So what are you as I'm learning, getting into this podcast game, is it's important to have good content. It's good to be up on current events and things of that matter. So, what are some of the things that you do to get prepared for your shows each week? Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I just get on here and talk shit. That's what I do. What are you doing to get prepared for your shows each and every week?
So I think it's a misnomer when people watch a sports show and they think you're watching every game. Like, there's no way you can see every game. I try to watch as many games as I can. I talk to the guys. We're all in the group chat, so we throw different opinions around, different ideas around. But as far as me, I try to watch the games. I definitely do my research. We know what topics we know what topics are going to be on the show. We just don't know what each other are going to say. So that's the great thing about it. We're not really scripted per se, even though my show is recorded. We're not really scripted. Like, you say what you feel. If an interview, for example, I've had both of you guys on, and I always tell y'all before we hop on to do the interview, I say, all right, interview be 20, 25 minutes. Sometimes you get on there, you start talking, you're on there for 50 minutes to an hour. So I think the great thing about Highly Opinionated is it's really raw, it's uncut, and it's true, real conversation.
So I always see you with a pen. Do you actually write notes?
Yes, I do write. I have a pen now. I don't have no notes with me, but no notepad. But yes. So when people are saying stuff, I write stuff down. Like, I'll give you an example. So we had Tez on a few episodes ago, and we shouted him out today on the Highly Opinionated page. In fact, we had Tez on episode 57. And he thought Seattle was going to go to the Super Bowl. He was a big Mike McDonald fan, former Ravens defensive coordinator. So I wrote that down. You feel me? Now, I didn't boost it. Not boost it. I didn't, spotlight it. Obviously, Tez did. But yeah, certain things I write down so I can know what's said, so I can remember what needs to be remembered, even if it's on my behalf, the guest behalf, or my co-host behalf.
So when you do your shows, like, if you don't mind, you had the kid from St. Francis on. What was something you took from that conversation with him as you interviewed him? I can't remember his name, but I think it was the QB from St. Francis Academy.
Jayon Williams,
quarterback,
St. Francis. He's actually committed to the University of Virginia. So actually, me and him actually have had several conversations before we did that interview. So I had a feel for him, and I actually talked to him before doing the interview. But one of the things I took away from that interview, I just took away his joy, his excitement for life, his excitement for his next chapter. And I'm happy for everyone. Whether it's Midnight Rider, whether it's Coach Powell, whether it's Mr. Williams, whether it's Tim, whether it's John, whether it's Ross, etc., you name it. Like, I'm happy for everyone. Like I said, everyone has a story. And everyone wants their story told. Like, don't believe people when they say they don't want their story told. They want their story told. They just want to tell it their way. And I feel like my show allows people to do that. And with me, with Jayon, man, again, his energy is just infectious. It's just contagious. You feel me? It's contagious obviously in a positive way. You feel me? Like, he can light up a room. You feel me? So I'm happy for his success. I'm looking forward to watching him play in Virginia. I'm a big college football fan, so I'm looking forward to seeing him play next year and seeing what he do. And we have each other's numbers, so I'll definitely be in contact with him. You know that. That's my guy.
All right, so since we got you on here, I'd be a fool not to ask you about what you thought about the games yesterday, and give your opinion on the games, man, and what you're looking forward to in the next matchup.
So I'll start with the AFC Championship game with New England and Denver. New England won 10-7. It was a defensive game, basically what we thought it would be. I thought Sean Payton made a critical mistake. It was 7-0. The team was driving. I thought the game changed on this one sequence on fourth down. He went for it with Jarrett Stidham. And listen, my co-host Tim says it all the time: take the points. And especially in that moment with a backup quarterback, you got to take the point. Take the points and run with it. As a Coach Powell, like you said, So I thought that Denver missed a clear opportunity with that. And obviously the snow came after that. So obviously the snow was definitely going to affect the game. So Congratulations to the Patriots. Mike Vrabel, first year New England head coach, guided that team to the Super Bowl. As far as the second game, the Rams defeated. I mean, Seattle defeated the Rams 31-27. Listen, I've been critical of this man. I said this on my show. In the 2018 draft, there were 5 quarterbacks selected in the first round. If you would have told me Sam Darnold was going to be the first starting quarterback that would have made the Super Bowl, I would have laughed in your face. Sam Darnold was not. Listen to me carefully. Sam Darnold was not part of the reason why Seattle went to the Super Bowl on Sunday. He was the reason. Point blank, period. Every time Matthew Stafford said, "Hey, hold my beer," Sam Darnold said, "Hey, I got you. Hold mine." So I can't take nothing away from him. He leveled up in the biggest game of his career. He played the best game of his career.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And I agree with your statement too about you saying that if you would have looked at that draft and said he'd be the one to get to the Super Bowl, I would have said you's a damn lie because it wasn't gonna happen. But I agree. Yeah.
So Sam Darnold went from seeing ghosts to being 60 minutes away from seeing the Vince Lombardi Trophy in eyesight. So that's a hell of a story. So I've had my questions. I still got some questions. He damn sure he answered a lot of them. So I gotta give the man this credit. So shout out to Seattle. And I'm looking forward to Seattle, New England, and Super Bowl 60. A rematch of Super Bowl 40, 48, 49? 49? So
one of those.
Yeah, Super Bowl 40, I think Super Bowl 49. So Malcolm Butler played at the end of the game. So I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Can't wait to watch it.
So I got the whole midnight. I got to clarify something real quick. When you was talking about the Denver game and you said, Sean Payton, he should have took the points or whatever. And I agree with it. On that level in the playoffs, you got to take the points then right there. But I'm sure my coaches that are listening in right now will tell you that if I'm in that situation, I'm always going for it because I don't like the punt, and I'm superstitious about field goals. So in a Spartan game, a Law High School game, I'm going for it on 4th down every single time. So
I got you. Hey, Coach, let me just say this: if you was paying your kicker $1 million, you'd be kicking the ball at the 20-yard line. You gonna kick the field goal. That's what I'm saying. So all I'm saying is, in the NFL, the kickers get paid. Like, not to be funny, in high school, the kicker might be a backup, whatever. You feel me? That's a little different. In the NFL, this is strictly your job. So yeah, you get to the 20-yard line with a backup quarterback. Listen, I hear all the analytics. I can hear all the coaches. I'm gonna throw the headset down. Will Lutz, go out there and kick that field goal, bro. Make it 10-0. Because if we up 10-0, we probably win the game. New England only scored 10 points.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Comment section for show, Coach. You needed the comments. All right, I got you, Coach.
I got
you. You good. Coach Jerome says Seahawks on top. Next up is if the Seahawks don't win, they are professional bag fumblers. Next up is bet Minnesota regret letting him go. Now I'm shaking my head because that was stupid on their part. I don't agree with that, but we got time to have that argument. Alabama went for it 4th and 25 from our own 45-yard line. He ain't lying.
hey, look, I'm telling you, they all gonna be fired tomorrow.
That play was a touchdown, Mook. That's 2 possessions. Coach Mook. Oh no, it wasn't left my. And then Sammy J says, "Hey Tan. I don't know who that's directed to.
She talking about my daughter that just jumped in the screen.
Okay. Hey man, I don't know everything, so we good. Keep doing your thing, Josh. My guy. And he has a shirt on again. Ha. See, Jack.
I always wear a shirt, man. I always have a shirt on.
Coach, you don't know this, but
I came on a couple episodes with a beat on.
No, it's all good, homie. Yo,
I
you
was
got
so
a sponsor.
excited. I didn't want to miss my thing.
No, you got a sponsor for your show. Give them some love. The Wolves.
So we had Wolves of War, my
Yeah.
great co-host Tim. That's this clothing brand. Great brand. I actually support it. Not only do I ask people to sponsor, I actually patronize the people that I asked to sponsor the show. So Wolves of War, great sponsor. Tim has an amazing clothing line. You guys should go check it out. He has an Instagram page. He has a website you guys can order from online. So definitely go check out Wolves of War. I have another sponsor, Edibliere. It's a they specialize in THC edibles. Great product if you're into that thing, into those type of things. So shout out to Edibliere and shout out to Wolves of War. Two great sponsors, highly opinionated. We have more sponsors coming in the works as well. So we look forward to unveiling those new sponsorships and having those people on the show talking about what they're doing and their ideas and where they are and where they plan on going.
Cool.
So what you got coming on the show this week? I know you said you just recorded today. So what can we look forward to this week on the Highly Opinionated podcast?
So we recap conference championship week. We'll have the great correspondent Keith on from Sideline Junkie Podcast Network. So check that interview out. Keith was amazing. We'll have JG on, Tim on, and myself on. We'll recap our NFL predictions. That basically our preseason NFL predictions, teams that we thought will win divisions, our bowl predictions, stuff like that. We'll recap that, see where everyone landed, how right were we, how wrong were we, things like that. That's pretty much it'll be the episode. So we look forward to you guys watching. Hopefully you guys watch. And Jack funny. Yes, sir, Jack. THC. Yes, sir.
So
I didn't know. Jack, I got you. Edibliere, man. Great brand. I'm sure you'll love the support, man. We'll definitely talk, Jack. I'll make sure I hit you up after this interview. But for as far as the show, man, we got, like I said, we try to give you guys a great show every week. Obviously, some shows, people will watch a little more than others. We get that, but we feel like we give a great show every week, and we're grateful for every guest that has came on Highly Opinionated. We're grateful for the future guests that will come on Highly Opinionated. The guests make Highly Opinionated as long as the people that work on the show. So forever grateful. We just want to keep winning, and again, we're grateful and thankful for you guys' support.
Go ahead, Coach.
Hey man, I one of the things that you mentioned earlier about your show is, and like you tell all your guests, you plan for a 20 to 25-minute interview, but things they go how they flow. They just go how you flow. And one of the things that I love when I was on your show as a guest is, you guys just you gave me the platform and gave me the spotlight to just talk about, what we had going on and as a coach and at the school, and you gave me the autonomy to just talk, conversate, man, and it led to a great conversation. Like I said, if y'all haven't listened to it yet, it was episode 59 of the Highly Opinionated. Y'all need to subscribe to Highly Opinionated on YouTube and check my guy out each week, man. But one of the things I wanted to ask you, as you're preparing for your shows and you're getting your questions together, what are some of the things that you try to focus on and get out of your guests when you're talking to them?
That's a good question.
Really amazing question, Coach. Really, I get the guest. I want to focus on you, so you would be the guest. So people might think this is bad, good, however you guys think. I don't plan questions because I let the guest take me to where the questions go. And I feel like that's the good thing. I feel like that's what a good host does. One of the sports shows I watch is Dan Patrick. I say this to my guys all the time. Well, I shouldn't say my guys. I say it to the guys all the time. when we're on this, when we're doing an interview, I don't want the guest to think that they're on camera. I want the guest to feel like you're chilling. You at home, you're having a conversation, and you just talking. Now, again, I know there's a red light or a white light or whatever color light the camera is, blue light, whatever, green light, whatever. Like, I get that. We understand that. So obviously, you're going to be keen of that. But when you come on the show, I just want you to be you. And I feel like being you is great conversation. So from the first guest I had on was JG, John Graham. Now he's a co-host. To the last guest I had on, we had on Coach B from the Liberty Chargers. So, like, for me, I let the guests take me to where the questions go. And I feel like that's a good interview instead of having pre-planned questions. So, Coach, I'm like, it's not a press conference. Like, Coach, so how do you feel about being 2-1? Okay, so what do you think about your last? Nah, like, you might not want to talk about that. Okay, let's talk about your beginning. Let's talk about something that you want to talk about. Because if we do that, then I know I'm going to get the best out of you. Now, I can still ask the hard-hitting, difficult type questions, but it's a lot easier to ask those questions when we're engaging with each other. So I let the guests take me to where the questions need to be and really go at it from there.
It's funny you said that because we had that conversation about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I'm glad you remembered what you said because that's exactly what, like, you and I think alike. I don't have to write down notes to ask questions. I don't even have a notebook in front of me. So you figure out where my questions come from. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, I'm interested in you. You're already doing me a solid by coming on the show. So the least I can be interested in you and what you have to say. And I'm interested because, like I said, everyone has a story. Again, people say that they don't want to talk. No, they want to talk. They just want to talk in the right situation under the right circumstances. And we allow that at Highly Opinionated. I had my great uncle Lee Ice on. Some of the things that he said in the interview, I thought he would not necessarily didn't think he would say, but he said it. So again, you take me to where the questions need to go. So again, I'm forever grateful for the people at Highly Opinionated, from Ross to Tim to JG to Dylan, my guy. Dylan, he covers UFC for us, boxing, MMA. So a great crew, man. Great crew.
Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep, you're good. I appreciate that answer, man, because that's one of the things that, when Midnight Rider, jumped on and started helping me co-host this show, we don't sit on the phone for 30 minutes. Sometimes we don't even talk to each other until I'm ready to hit start stream or the show. But I know he's gotten used to me, and I've definitely gotten used to him, man. And we just know, what each other's going to ask. I don't write down questions. I have it in my mind some things that I think I want to ask him, ask the interviewee, who he or she, whoever it may be. But like you said, we're just having a conversation. I've never been one, and I think I even said this on your show, Josh, like, doing a podcast was never in my mindset. I like talking shit. I like talking trash. I like talking sports. So my first show, I was nervous as all outdoors, and I had to do the show by myself. So, but after that, as I got to going, man, and got to talking, and then your guests come on, and you just sitting there having a conversation. It's like you even forget that you're recording. I mean, you forget that you're live, that there's a camera right there. So that's the one thing that I've grown to love about this, doing this, man. And like I say, I watch your show. I watch Midnight Rider and all his 30 million shows,
On every day.
Right. And, I'm starting to, I watch you guys, and so I can pick up, some notes, man, and take up some things that y'all like to do and how y'all handle situations, man. So it's growing on me, man. I'm getting a lot better, but like I said, there's always room for me to talk shit, because that's what I do. Midnight to tell you, I'll cuss out a referee. He exaggerates a little bit too much. My wife exaggerates. I'm actually pretty calm on the sideline, but when it comes to sports,
Okay.
man.
All right, hold on. Time out. We're not gonna let this happen. There's no way that you gonna say you calm on the sideline. That's not no. So Josh, you don't understand. I watched this man for at least 4 to 6 weeks of the season, and I laugh because I know how intense I can be when I used to coach. Um,
Mm-hmm.
thanks to the state of Virginia for giving me all 4 of my technical fouls that I ever got in my life. But when I watch
Well
coach,
earned.
well earned,
Well
show.
earned.
But coach, man, yeah, he gets to the numbers. I'm just gonna say it that way. He gets to the numbers um, on the field, and he makes his presence known. Uh, we got comments in the comments, and I'm not going to even bring them up. Go ahead, you can bring them up, Coach. But what I want to say, and what I want to take this space to is, um, yeah, exactly. Um,
Mm.
so,
Coach, hey,
so
coach, if you don't mind me saying, next year when you start, I would love a schedule. I would love to come out to a couple games and see this up close in person. I promise you, I won't record. And at the end of the game, when you, I only talk to a coach when they win. I don't talk to no coach when they lose because I get, one of them games that you had one of your moments. I would love to talk to you after you win. I'm just gonna look at you and start smiling. So please give me a schedule. I would love to come out and support,
Hey
coach. You
man,
know that.
I got you, man. Look, the doors of the 300 is always welcome. No matter how the game goes, I guarantee you will be entertained.
Okay. Okay.
and you will see for your own self that everything that they've just said was lies, and
I
that
got you.
I'm I'm
Lies.
like I'm like I'm like Coach K on the sideline when he's up by 30 points.
Okay. Sitting down. Coach K. That's
Yeah,
hey,
sitting
coach.
down, relax.
We got Duke in common. So I know, like, yeah, when we up 30, he's sitting
Oh
down.
yeah,
You feel me?
and that's why I said it. I know he relaxed, chill, and that's how I am the whole game.
Okay, I got you.
And that's my
I'm
story,
looking
and I'm
forward to
sticking
that.
to it.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
Gotcha. I'm definitely gonna send you the schedule, man, and let you know you're always welcome out there, man.
yeah,
Absolutely,
and then
man.
also we got
my
a
bad, coach. I just
2-for-1
want to say this.
special. Hold on, Josh. I'm sorry. We got a 2-for-1 special in Cambodian breast milk because Coach out here talking like this. So we're gonna just offer everything up because everything is crazy today. He talking about he calm on the sideline. I ain't seen that yet. I ain't seen him be calm, but it's all good. It's my boy. You know what I'm saying? It's my boy. But what I wanted to do because I got both of you guys on here, and um, I get to be big bro sometimes. Uh, when I watch you guys, and when I say you guys, the two of you, and the path and the journey you've taken, um, I can't be nothing but grateful and appreciative of where I've seen you grow. Um, I never jumped on Coach's show to take over his show. I just wanted to make sure he had another voice. You know what I'm saying? So he wouldn't get like you had these moments, and you know this, Josh, when you're doing the show by yourself, there are these moments where you just need another voice. So that's the only reason I jumped in. But when I watch him, I'm like a proud papa because like this dude is taking it to another level. I don't see the nerves, I don't see the jitters. Like he just be flowing. And I'm just here. And when I watch you and Tim, and it's like just natural, it's a flow. It's like boom, we bouncing off each other. It's Q-Tip and Fife. It's I get a joy from watching you guys do what you do and the way you do it. So from me to you guys, I appreciate what you guys are doing, and I'm proud of both of you.
Midnight Rider, that means a lot. I greatly appreciate that. Tim and I have never been compared. Tim and I have never been Tim and I have never been compared to a Tribe Called Quest. So we will definitely frame that, clip that. We will use this probably every episode here on out. So we appreciate that. By the way, I'm Fife and Tim is Q-Tip. I'm just letting y'all know. Fife and Tim is Q-Tip. Tim is the leader of the band. I'm letting y'all know. But yeah, I work with great people, man. And again, watching you guys, like Coach, I watch your show. I watch the show every Monday. Every Monday as much as I can. Obviously, I do my show on Monday, so sometimes that that conflicts. I try to watch Matty Ice. I watched a little bit of his show today, so I try to show as much love as I can. But Coach, I love what you're doing. You talk about you just getting into this space and you growing. Man, you've already grown. You've already done what you need to be doing. You're spotlighting something that really hasn't been spotlighted, and you're doing it your way. So to me, that's a win. And however far you take it, it's all about what you want to do with it. Now, obviously, you just like the gentleman right here got 30 different shows. You got 30 different hats on. You coach football and basketball. You got a beautiful family. You feel me? You got your hands on a lot of different cookie jars. You feel me? So I definitely understand that and get that. You can't kind of like give the show everything because you got your hands all over. I totally understand it. And then, but as far as what the show is amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. I love watching. I'm gonna keep watching. I'm a fan of yours. I had you on my show because I wanted the world to see who you were, and you just emphasize that more on, obviously, on Contenders and Pretenders. So keep doing what you're doing. Midnight Rider, again, I watch you religiously. There is no better way to start your Sunday than with the Sunday Rise. You feel me? So I watch this back religiously. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being great. Keep hitting them with the old school, new school. You feel me? I love it. I even watched a little bit of the WrestleManiacs on this network the other day, and I ain't really truly into wrestling, but I just watched just to see. I think I'll just say this in all seriousness: you don't have to be in that sport or genre to like it. You can just see chemistry. Like the guys on WrestleMania, they just got chemistry. You guys just got chemistry. Lee Ice and Brian, they just got chemistry. Jack, KG, and Ben, they just got chemistry. Hopefully me, Tim and John, me, Tim and JG, Ross, we got chemistry. You feel me? That's what the audience like. You feel me? So that's what we all try to bring. And imitation is the best form of flattery, and I definitely imitate y'all the best ways I can. So
wait, so you saw yesterday's show from the beginning?
I saw a little bit of the beginning. So I saw it was KG started off, and then you were like flat for a little bit, then you came back, and then I got out. Then I had a call pop up, so I missed a little bit of it. Then I came in like the middle and stuff like that. So it was you, KG, and Jack on that. And of course, mine. I think was Keith on it. Yeah, Keith was on that. It was the 4 of y'all yesterday.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it. I saw the clip where Keith said, "I wrote something on there," and then Keith said, "I shouted all you guys out." And then Keith was, you had basically spilled the beans that Keith was coming on the show. I appreciate that, by the way. Hey, listen, I'm all good with free shameless plug, so I appreciate it. You feel me? So,
man, we gonna make this thing rock. Like I tell people all the time, like even though we different brands, and even though you like to keep saying you the best podcast in the world, I ain't mad at you because you gotta love yourself. Because you don't love yourself. I mean, you talking to a guy that yesterday morning, if you didn't see it, I called myself the epitome. So
yes, I saw it. The epitome.
Yeah, there's no person that loves themselves more than me. So I'm good with that. So,
hardest working man in podcast land.
Hey, coach. It's Terrell Owens, Midnight Rider, right there. I love me some me. I got you.
Right.
I get it. But I ain't gonna lie. Theo right there, Ben right there, and I'm like right there. I'm like right there on their heels, man. I'm coming. I love me. You feel me? I love you. Feel me? I can't love nobody else more than I love myself. That's crazy.
So if you don't know, go back in the archives, Sideline Junkies Podcast Network, Sunday Rise. Yesterday morning, the opening of the show, in the first 5 minutes, you will see exactly what Josh is talking about. But before we go even there, let's not forget that in the audio platform, tomorrow you can watch this show or listen to this show on Podbean, Odyssey, and any other place where you get your podcast information from. So please don't believe that you missed out because you didn't catch us on time or in this space, because you can always come back and check us out. You can always come back to the YouTube channel if you just want to see these pretty faces again, and click like and subscribe, and it's there. Or you can go to Upon Further Review and check us out there, because these shows air on a regular rotating basis. So wherever you want to do it, however you feel, you can get us and you can get everything that we offer you. And I hope you appreciate that.
All right, Josh, man, I appreciate you joining us tonight, man. And before we let you go, man, let everybody know where they can find you at and when.
So, Coach, again, appreciate you for having me. Again, Coach, keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate all the love. I love what you guys are doing, man. Keep winning with pretenders and pretenders or contenders. Keep winning, man. I love the show. As far as highly opinionated, you can follow us on Instagram, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on TikTok, and follow us on X. Again, highly opinionated. We're just trying to keep growing and growing and growing, and we look forward to if you love sports, highly opinionated is the place for you. I'm gonna use my great co-host Tim. He came up with this tagline: highly opinionated, where sports meets opinion. So that's the place for you. We aim to please, and we're gonna keep giving y'all the best show. We keep giving y'all with the best guests. And we are very, very looking forward to Super Bowl Monday. We understand that Super Bowl Monday is everyone's biggest show. We are looking forward to you guys watching that. Yes. Can't wait for that.
All right. I appreciate you, Josh, for jumping in here with us, man, and just talking shop with us for a few minutes. Again, I check out your show every week, man. Always try to listen to you and Tim, man. We gotta get Tim on here as well. Gotta get you and Tim back at the same time, man.
Let me say this before I go. Shout out to my brother Tim. Tim, man, these shows need you, bro. I keep telling them, man, these shows need them. I know Tim busy. Got some. He's working today. Tim one of the hardest working men in the game as well. So he's doing his thing. But yeah, Tim gets some free time, man. I'm sure he'll bless this show with his presence, man. Tim's a great football mind, a great sports mind in general, man. So you guys,
he follows the high school game too. So he got some high school knowledge in him. So
absolutely.
We'll make sure we set that up to get both of y'all back on here, man. And I appreciate you for joining us tonight.
Coach, man, I appreciate you for having me. All love, man. Keep winning. I look forward to keep watching your star rise, man. Midnight Rider, keep winning, sir. I'll definitely be in contact with you guys, man. Have a great show.
You know how we roll, bro. We waste an hour and 20 minutes of show content on a Saturday morning at 9:45 a.m. It's all good.
Hey, Coach, the only guy I can call, right? And I'm like, man, I'm going to talk to him for 5 minutes. I look at the phone. It's like an hour and 30. And he's like, bro, stop doing this. We're wasting a good show. You calling me. Stop calling me. So I'm like, all right, I got you. I won't call no more. I text this man. He don't even answer the text no more. Coach, I can't win. Coach, I'm going to get
man, can't win.
Coach, I'm going to get your number. I'm going to text you on Instagram. I'm going to get your number. We're going to chop it up. I love you, Coach. Keep winning, baby.
All right, man. Appreciate you, brother. And I'll talk to you. Yeah, hit me up. I'll send you my number.
I got you. I'm going to do that right now.
Hey, Coach, make sure Coach saying the right number because you might get the other number. That's between me and you, Coach. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man. All right, man. That was our guy. Oh, I don't know what that was.
That doesn't sound good.
Didn't sound good. I don't hear nobody crying, so I guess they all right. All right, man. Well, let me go ahead and tell us what you got coming up this week, midnight, as we always close out.
Nah, you know how it is. This week we got Unapologetic tomorrow at 6:30. We have the Tuesday night flight at 7:45. Wednesday at 7:30, Nothing But Net. Taking you all around the association in 30 minutes. And then Wednesday at 8, we got In the Passenger Seat. Thursday, we have the Thursday Night Throwdown at 7:15. And then we go into the weekend. But, we do what we do, man, because things happen here. And this is one of the best networks you can, if you want sports, you want any type of sport. I don't even know if you caught the drive time today at 5. They gave you a little bit of NASCAR. They gave you a little bit of everything. Like we touched every sport. Yep, we touched every sport, man. And if you can't find a knowledge or sports knowledge here, then you in the wrong place because you just don't want to look. So
I know I say it all the time, man, but you're gonna get every sport you want to, and you're even gonna find out the best place to go get a sandwich.
There we go, baby.
Yeah. All right, Midnight. Well, I appreciate you, brother, as always, man. And, another great show in the books. But I'm going to get on out of here. Go ahead.
No, I just said I appreciate you, bro, because there are some days that it just, when you're doing shows, you got to figure out and find the energy. And, like, sometimes just turn that light on makes it happen, bro. And that's one of those days today, for sure. So I appreciate you, bro.
No problem, man. You're right about that, man. And going out, a couple comments. Told him after about 3 weeks, just the boss BJ would be second nature. You're right about that, BJ. And he finishes up with great show. When the boss tell you great show, man, you're doing something right. My guy MFV Carsten, great show tonight. Appreciate that, Carsten. We're gonna get you back on soon too. You've been covering a lot of basketball games, so we'll get you back on soon to talk about that too. I didn't even get into my PG County basketball update this week, but we'll catch up next week.
No, let's do it this way. Let's do a reel, and you highlight because that way we can highlight the athletes, and we'll just drop it sometime tomorrow as a reel. All right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right.
That'll work. All right, man. Well, everybody, I appreciate y'all again for checking us out, man. Thank you to all our guests, Coach Ed Allen, Frederick High School, Keaton Gant, linebacker, Law High School, and our guy Josh Walker from the Highly Opinionated Podcast. Appreciate y'all for joining tonight, man. Y'all stay warm, stay safe. Some of these neighborhoods are still a little rough out there, so stay safe on these roads, man. And we'll catch y'all next week. Have a good week.
Peace.